Hello, everybody. Welcome to day number 93. Is it or 94? I don't even know. One of those. And one more time here from San Francisco, leaving today to go back to Texas. But, San Francisco has been an interesting adventure, a little bit of a mixed bag. Used to love it here, not so much anymore, but still a pretty fascinating city. And if you've never been here, still maybe worth looking at if you are interested in that sort of thing. If cities are your thing, San Francisco definitely is one that is worthwhile looking at. So, and regardless of all of that, obviously, this city is right by the ocean, number one. Number two, it is just a very it has some greenery, but it is also a very, very, very concrete-y kind of a city as well. So regardless, though, like I said before, the earth and everything is still underneath all of that concrete. So let's face our palms towards the earth and let's start running this process. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. Yay, so let the process run, let the process run. Lower your walls and barriers. Expand out in all directions. And as you're running this process towards the earth, please also receive from the earth. Allow the earth to gift to you in simultaneity as she receives. This is how it works anyway, but most of us have barriers up to receiving. We have not really been taught to receive in this world. It's all about give, 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 and take, take, take. But in nature, there's always that back and forth in simultaneity. So right away again, ask for the process to intensify. If you do have stuff going on with your body, just expand out even more. Allow your body the space of peace. Give your molecules some more space. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys, poovats, and beyonds. And sometimes we're taught, or we were taught a lot, that we have to concentrate and sit still to accomplish anything or to do something. And it is so interesting to me because being present does not mean you have to sit still. Being present with something does not mean you have to stop. You can still do things if you can stay present while you're doing it. So, even with this process, what if you didn't have to sit still? What if you could still move if that's what your body would like to do? I would just love it if you just get a sense of, am I present when I'm moving, or am I using movement to distract? Because you can be present with so many things. It really doesn't mean that you have to meditate, you have to sit in one spot. So, what if you could even run this process all day while you're moving around, while you're working, while you're talking? What if it wasn't about focusing? We so much have decided, oh, we have to focus. And whatever that means. And in school, of course, it meant to sit and focus. Sit and focus. How many of you were good at that? Mm. Oh, goodness. You know, the ADD children. Some of us could do better in school than others. You know, some of you had a really hard time with that. So, and then you were labeled. What if you could let go of all those labels now? And just like, oh, is that actually true? And it's not about anything but just acknowledging that you might be different. None of us ever really fit in. Everything that is times a gazillion, we just try and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poverts, and beyonds. So let's step up the process again. And hey, you know, all of it is good. Like, you can close your eyes, you can keep them open, you can do everything, anything. All I'm asking for is that you be present with this process, whatever that looks like to you. And maybe that is something you have to explore too. But if you're having some resistance, usually there's some lie. So what's the lie here, spoken and or unspoken? Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bullvats, and beyonds. So as you're being more present, actually expand out more. Being present doesn't mean that you pull in. That's another lie we were told, that in order to be present and focus, you have to pull in your energy. No, do the opposite, expand out. Be present while expanding out. Give that a try. At first, it might feel less solid. Yes. Being present has nothing to do with solidity. elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. I got some feedback yesterday from somebody who was saying that the nature around them is more vivid, has more life. The birds are singing louder since we started running this process. It's gotten greener. How does it get better? Please acknowledge your potency. What are we creating together? Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. What else is possible? Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. Please do share this process with others. You can always send them the website that I'm posting every time. Make it real easy for them to start now and join us. What else is required? What else would the earth like from us? What else is possible? Thank you all so much, and I will see you again tomorrow.